Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to the video. And this is a paid request for Jonathan. Thank you so much for that. This is one of three. I'll try to get to the third one as soon as I can. But thank you. I appreciate your kindness, Jonathan. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, whether it be a topic, reaction, commentary, review, re-review, whatever the case may be, video game playthrough, random movie news topic, commentary, I'll get to it as soon as I can. Like I said, PayPal is usually the best bet. Links are down below in the info box, and thank you for those who sent them. I really appreciate it. Now, this is for an episode of The Incredible Hulk called Haunted. Now, it makes sense why he requested this, because it was the Halloween season not too long ago. And, this is trying to be, ghosts, like, horror story, while it's really not at the end of the day. It's more psychological. But I'm going to start, before I get into the specifics, I wasn't a fan of this one. I think this really did not fit into the Hulk. Not the whole theme, the Hulk. It just didn't fit as a Hulk episode. It really didn't. You see the Hulk twice for just kind of meh reasons. And this felt like an episode for another show. And they're like, well, let's fit it in there with the Hulk. Just because. As I dive into the mentality or the psychology of Bill Bixby's character, or something to relate to, or anything in between, is not dealing with bad guys, because there's really no bad guy in the episode, or fight for survival. It's just, well, okay, the story is he helps this lady move back into her house from back to the day. She hasn't been there for a long while because back to the day she had a sister who died. She goes in the basement and she screams. Bill Bixby, who's great as always, comes down and finds that her arm's been scratched. Meanwhile, this lady keeps seeing weird things, hearing voices, seeing little kids, and says her sister, who died long ago, she's alive. Or she's here, a ghost, whatever. There's lipstick on the mirror, giving her a message. She'll see a little kid run by. She'll hear voices. You have a couple of red herrings of who might be messing with her. Which part of me actually would have been more intrigued if that was the case. Now, one of the two Hulk out moments is Bill Bixby is in the basement. He's trying to change a light bulb. He gets a stool. The stool breaks. One thing leads to another. He gets fried. He turns to a Hulk. And then goes upstairs, tips the table over, shoves a piano. And there's stuffed animals. And he keeps growling at the stuffed bear. So it's just funny to see Lou Ferrigno looking at a stuffed bear and going, like touching it. And then there's like I don't know if it was like a toy or another stuffed animal. It's just like, I have to think Lou Ferrigno's going, this is what you have me doing? We can't have anything else for the Hulk to do? I'm just growling at a stuffed bear? Really? Then he sees the lady outside and somehow calms himself down. So he's back to Banner. She comes in, oh my god, what happened? And then he's holding a doll. He's like, where'd you get that doll? That doll was my sister's doll. Bill Bixby does a bit of investigating until finally follows the lady. You hear her. You hear this little girl. You hear a little girl's voice, and spoilers. Spoilers. She has like a split personality. She thinks she's talking to his sister, but really she's talking to herself. As she'll look at David Banner and speak in the little girl's voice, and David's trying to talk her down. He's trying to talk her down. She's like, I gotta go finish what was started. Because what you find out is, long ago, they were, I think they were twin sisters. Yeah. She tried to grab, but the hand slipped. And when she died, she said it was the other girl. So she went, oh, people like my sister more than me. They'd be devastated if my sister was dead instead of me, they'd be more devastated. So I'm going to pretend to be my sister. So I'm going to say that's my name, when really she's the one who died. And that guilt and confusion, I guess, has made her snap. So this stuff she was doing on her own, and now in her mindset she's going to end her life. David goes to his water wheel, falls in, gets on the water wheel, and for some reason he's grabbing onto it, and then goes on the ground, like into the water. But then he grabs onto it again, so he goes over again. And I'm like, dude, just let go. Unless he can't swim. But just let go and you won't be going over the water wheel again. So then he hulks out, wrecks the water wheel. There's the lady, and she's like, out of her mind going, I did try to save her. My hand slipped. So I guess in this way she remembers she did try to help, but it slipped, so, you know. I guess that magically fixes her. I like how the Hulk is looking at her and he's just confused. He just has this confused look on his face like he just looks confused. And then cut to Bill Bixby saying goodbye and she's fine. I don't remember them saying she's got to go back to the clinic or she's going to go see a psychiatrist, a shrink. It may seem like she's fine. And she thinks that the Hulk was a hallucination she saw. How convenient. I mean, I guess she was crazy, but granted, you think she'd be asking herself, why did I see a green Hulk when I'm thinking about my sister? Like, she doesn't wonder why that was what she saw. She just assumes, hey, I saw that it was hallucination. And, how convenient. And then David walks away and the episode's over. And that's what I mean. I'm watching this and going, this doesn't really feel like a Hulk episode. It feels like the Hulk is just kind of jammed, and it's like a circle trying to be jammed into a square hole. It just doesn't work for me. And I mean, I get the idea for promotion, but even then, it's the Hulk rips haunted house apart to save young woman's life. Well, I mean, first off, I get they can't give away the spoiler, the secret, but it wasn't a haunted house. He doesn't really rip the place apart to save her life. He rips up the water wheel that's not in her house. He pushes a piano. He flips over a table. I wouldn't call that ripping the house apart. I mean, if it was the Hulk actually fighting a ghost, and I don't know, maybe he grabs electricity and somehow that kills the ghost or evaporates it. I don't know, some way, or that'd be funny if the ghost got scared of the Hulk. Who knows? Maybe ghosts are afraid of something. I mean, that may seem pretty silly as well, yes, but I feel like the Hulk outs were just. I mean, they were there because we need Hulk outs in the episode, and it just felt like a weird story to have for a Incredible Hulk episode. I don't know how else to put it. Just I don't think it fit. There's not a lot of interesting conversations Bill Bixby has with the character. He just confused a lot of the times. You know, there's red herrings, but they were red herrings. They went nowhere. I mean, I guess you'd say you may be surprised by the twist. I will admit a part of me was thinking that was what they were going with because I'm like, as much as I want the Hulk to fight a ghost, I just, for some reason, thought, nah, they're not going to do that because, again, how would he defeat a ghost? I mean, if it was a Kolchak the Night Stalker episode, Kolchak could, and that would fit, that'd be cool in that, but then I'm like, they're not going to do that with Hulk, so it's either, okay, a guy's messing with her. I will admit, that's kind of my first thought. Someone's messing with her, trying to drive her crazy. Because they said she had some kind of heart condition or something. I thought, okay, they're trying to scare her to death to get the property. So I will admit, that was my first thought. So that wasn't the case. My mind did wonder, okay, she's seen it. Because there's a lot of movies that have done that. Where, no, she's crazy the whole time. So that was in the back of my head, but... Oh, okay. Alright. I don't know what else to say. It's just like, definitely not a favorite episode of mine. That's just me. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.